You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Jersey Shore. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Jersey Shore news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Jersey Shore!
Nice. Very, very nice.
It's funny you just did that.
What's that? Did what?
Who did that?
I like that. Ronnie Jr., can I have a little more, please?
That's funny.
Thank you. I love this. Okay, you guys, we are here. Jersey Shore, Season 5. Love it, the Jersey Shore, Episode 7. Keven KWow Undergaro with Jessica Kingpin King.
Kingpin?
I've got Sassy Gabby Loren. And, of course, Rocky Rookie Striar. Girls can say hi. This is our high-end meatballs.
What's going on?
No.
It's a matzo
We're
ball.
Matzo balls.
Matzo
That's awesome. I got my Jews. What's up, Jews?
From New York.
There we go. Come on, Ronnie. You got to give me some DJ, Ronnie.
Guido applications accepted. Over here.
Okay. Anyway, we drank tonight, so, you know, please forgive us if there's anything wrong. I felt like we had to, but I know me drinking during this episode, I'm loving the show again.
That's also why we couldn't figure out how many nightclubs they went to in one episode.
It took me like 15
we had to break it down for a while.
I actually like this episode. What did you guys think?
Really?
That's because you were drunk.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
probably right.
I was gonna say.
I love it. I'm back.
Wait, I'm on the drinking topic still, but we told everybody last week that we would take a shot this week.
Shots are coming.
Shots
are
gonna
coming.
come.
PAs
So
are
we're not
bringing
gonna
them
let
in.
down our fans.
Shots are coming. Yeah, they're coming.
We got some requests
By
for
the way,
tequila, but more for vodka. So
we're gonna have vodka.
majority wins.
No tequila.
And Ronnie Jr., when these shots come, I better have some background music. Okay.
Oh God, there's no chaser
I
though.
need a chaser. I'm such a winner.
Yeah, me and Jeff need chasers. Sorry.
Okay. By the way, we will break this episode down, so just please, everyone, bear with us. We will. We will do our
You know what? If you are home right now, pour yourself a shot.
Yeah.
Join in on the fun. Take one with us. Maybe even chug a beer. Something fun like that.
I'm going to throw a little
would
random
love to
thing
chug
out
a
there.
beer.
Before we are going to break down the episode, we're going to go over everything. We're going to stay on point. But I want to know, and now everyone here, just be honest. You're out at a club, okay?
I can picture it.
Or a bar in LA, and Vinny, Ronnie, Sammy, or Situation
Wait, Sammy,
are there.
the girl?
Not Sammy, I'm sorry. Ronnie,
Polly,
Polly, yeah, the
You're
boys.
just trying to name all the guys.
The four of them. The four guys
all
are
the
out
guys,
there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
The shots have
Thanks.
arrived.
Chaser, please.
So
Chaser.
wait. They're out at the bar.
Okay.
Now be honest. You got I know, and I know you're gonna drink with them. Yeah, I know you're gonna have fun. Maybe not Jessica. You guys, I know you're totally in.
Excuse me, I've actually been at the same places as these people, and
Okay,
I
but
haven't.
You,
so
yeah, but
thanks.
wait, but
Okay,
I'm saying you have
I'm
the.
with you still.
Wait a minute.
please.
Are you trying to say that I'm not fun?
Not what I'm saying. No, what I'm saying is I don't.
We'd be down.
No,
No, he's saying
I
we're the
don't-
sluts and you're the normal girl.
I don't. I could see you.
Earlier you called me. Earlier
nerd.
you called me the team nerd.
The team nerd of
and
this
now
team.
I'm not
Wait,
fun
Jessica,
enough to go
Jessica,
to a club.
No, let's back up. Of
Got
this
Bush.
team, wouldn't you say?
We've got Bush.
Wouldn't you say out of this team, you're the nerd? I would say so.
I wouldn't say I'm the nerd.
Okay, of this team.
I love how Kevin is so honest about everything he
Okay,
thinks.
so wait.
But
Like,
now
it's
that we don't
amazing.
have Ed Bowling anymore, so you could be the fill-in.
You can be the new one I pick on. But listen, And as far as you not being with them, I just feel like your level of integrity, you would not be. You'd go over to interview them. I don't see you going over
Your
there
level of
and
integrity.
dancing
I
and
love
having
your
fun with
choice
them.
of words.
I do not see that. Now,
Now
be honest.
Kevin's offending us.
Is that what you see? Could you? I do not see you that. doing
Yeah,
that.
I go out, I get down.
With them, I'm
Wait,
saying
hold
with
on.
those four.
Sure.
You would. I
More
could see you
important.
going up and interviewing them. I could see you doing that. I don't see you going up and being like,
We
I
have
wouldn't
more
be a
Let's get-
groupie.
important
I wouldn't be like
matters.
making out with them.
there you go. Okay, so that's what gets me to my.
More
That's
important matters.
my question. That
We're
brings
trying
my
to get
question.
Ronnie's trying to give Joe a shot over here.
No. Stop that. Stop that. He's on the clock. All right. He's here to protect me. So,
From us.
yes. So, okay, let's be honest. You guys, you're partying with them. Tell me, would you guys do a makeout with them? Would you, if they really hit on you?
With all four of
Be
them?
honest, Dusty.
Yeah,
Don't do,
All at once.
don't deflect with the jokes. I'm saying any one of them comes on you. Now, be honest.
Depends on which one.
Well, who would you do it with?
All right, so
then?
I'm gonna say situation. I'm gonna say the
I would
toughest
make
one.
out with Vinny and Polly.
How about if you didn't? Well, let's say if it was first season and all of their personalities were still fresh to you.
I would make out with Vinny
that's
and
not-
Polly.
All right, Vinny, Polly, Gab,
Everyone but Mike.
everyone but Mike.
You'd make out with Ronnie.
All right,
Yeah, I'd
Jess,
make out with
Jessica, I'm
Ronnie.
gonna
He's
ask you.
cute.
Yeah, he
I
is
wouldn't
cute,
make
but
out with them.
I'm like,
You
I feel
wouldn't.
like Sammy would come and kick
No.
the crap
See,
out of
that's what I thought.
Well,
Okay,
what
that's
about-
fine. All right, but
meatballs
okay,
and
that's
kick the
now.
crap
As
out
you
of
guys
them.
continue the show, I
Let-
do have to ask just one person at a time.
Thank you
We
very
have
much.
so many conversations going
Okay,
on at once.
sorry, Phil. Sorry, sir. Okay, so let's concentrate on Mike. Be honest, it's Mike, and he's laying the moves on you. Guys are doing shots. You're not gonna take one for the team. Just something to tell your kids or your friends, your sorority sisters, the whole thing. Like, oh, we made out at the bar. No big deal.
Should I start the whole hand raising
Yes.
method, Phil? Is that the way to go about it?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Like buzzers?
Roxy.
Buzz
Your
me in, buzz
turn,
me in.
Roxy.
No, absolutely not. Mike's a psycho. He's psycho. And I
Not
would
even
never,
a makeout
not
at
a
the
makeout,
bar.
Not a makeout at the bar.
Even after 6 kettles on the rocks.
Not even after 15. Blacked out,
My
passed out.
vision,
Gabby,
my
no.
vision doesn't change, and my hearing doesn't change when I'm drunk. So
No?
I will say I would never
Never?
touch Mike.
Wow.
Everyone's
All
vision
right.
changes.
Well, that's it.
No, mine
That-
doesn't.
that's
honey.
it for the matzo balls, I
You're
guess.
ugly. You're ugly. If you have a horrible
All right.
personality, you have a horrible personality. That's it.
All right, in our special segment, before I know Phil's going to try to coax people into dancing again, doing the Jersey Turnpike. It seems like everyone's getting better and better each week. I had a question for you, Roxy, during the show. Roxy, very high IQ. What was your GPA in high school?
I had a 4.2.
4.2, and I know you're at USC
I am,
and doing very well.
relatively.
Okay, but you also party a lot, and I see that some of the real worlders who
Yeah.
come through here really like you, and it seems like you can hang out with everyone. My question I want to discuss in the special segment: how, with a high
Where is this
IQ,
going?
with this high IQ, are you able to run with these people? That's what I think I've always
you
found
mean-
crippling.
How do I drink so much? How do I party so much?
You
Would
get
hang
along
out
with them. She
No,
does.
it's not
she,
would I.
She does.
When I do.
Like she hangs out with all different kinds of people. I see her with the real world.
She still is a social. You're still socially able to.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it in
can
the special
separate.
segment. I'm just very
I
curious.
should think about the answer and then we'll talk
Yes.
about special segment.
Yes.
Then you'll raise your
so,
hand later.
listen, we open up the show with the UTI, and you guys made a great point where this UTI hasn't been spoken about in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. It was 2 weeks ago that she had it, and then they didn't talk about it last week, and all of a sudden it's back again. She's going to
And
the
Roxy, your
doctor.
explanation for this is?
This is what I've been saying last week and the episode and the week before. These last 3 weeks have been over 3 days. Period of 3 days. Number one, we know that because the nights keep overlapping. Where we end the previous episode, we pick up the next week. And of course we know that Italy was also taped in the same summer. So they didn't have time to finish the season, and they tried to squeeze it through. And they're doing an okay job, but we see that she's had a UTI 3 weeks ago, which was really 2 days ago.
And they also had another slip up. We saw the scene
tattoo.
that started with Deena with her full arm sleeve.
Yeah, getting
And
a
then the next
a
scene, she didn't
tattoo.
have a tattoo and she was getting it.
We also saw her with the full arm sleeve last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying.
So what's going on?
They're mixing and they're matching and they're putting things. And I was talking to the kids in the real world about this and how MTV and all reality shows do this because it's television. They will take events that take place later in a season and they'll stick them where it fits earlier in a season, just so that they can have something more entertaining that episode.
create a story.
If they're lacking love life in that episode, if they're lacking partying, whatever it is, they'll take standalone events and they'll try to place them earlier on. But it's clearly we're paying attention and we're noticing. And it's not okay in the way they're doing it right now. I feel very cheated, you know?
Yeah, it's like very obvious. And I remember just back in the day when reality first started becoming hot, like that was one thing that the people involved in reality would talk about. Well, you don't really know me. Like, it's editing. They're doing this to make us look like this way. But that's really not how it is. And this is the same situation, except it's so much more apparent to the audience.
Right.
I used to notice it all the time in Real World because I've watched all the seasons. And so I guess I'm not completely surprised. I just think it's funny. And I think that the editors and the producers and whatnot should pay more attention to that because they shouldn't underestimate the viewers.
I just think I go to what Roxy said. They shot they had such a little amount of time to stretch into 2 seasons.
Exactly. Another example would be the cake situation. This is a situation, or better yet, Vinny losing his keys. Take any other season, that never would have made airtime. Vinny lost his car keys. Yet we see it takes up 5 minutes of this episode because they have nothing else to put in there.
That was.
By the way, that girl behind the counter was trying so hard.
Yeah, she was.
Of course.
And by the way, we don't even know how many that get cut that are trying.
Yeah.
To be on
Right,
camera.
absolutely. And the thing is, they just don't have enough juice to fill the season with. So that they're putting in the little funny things that you laugh at for a second and then you forget about. I mean, if we actually, when we break down this episode, we'll see what happened. Nothing at all. We saw nothing. We were teased about next week, where hopefully more will go on. What happened this week? Really nothing. It was a continuation of last week, and we will keep talking about it. But
So
really
my
nothing.
advice to the listeners is do what I did. Just drink during it, and then it's awesome.
And then you won't
I mean,
notice.
Cheers.
That
I'm
is the
with you
key
there.
solution to getting through Jersey Shore.
But don't you guys think
this is
it's
terrible.
really funny and weird how we can go from Italy and all the drama with Gianni and how Roger didn't visit all the way into where they are right now, which is probably like 2 weeks later, where, you know, Roger and JWoww are hanging out again, and Gianni and Snooki are good, back to normal. It's so weird
why
to
it-
see
yeah,
like,
but
we
the
finally saw
extremes
Sammy
in
and
such a short amount of time.
Ronnie cuddling.
Before we get to that, this is in my notes. Why is it though? Why is it suddenly okay? Was that just all made up?
That's a very good question, actually.
A
What do
dick in the
you
soup.
guys think? Yeah, I definitely think
Could be
a
dick in
lot
the
of that
soup.
now.
Totally.
Even the fact that we saw the scene with Snooki going to the doctor for the UTI, I feel like that was even scripted because she's in there. They put the mic on the doctor. I feel like normally in reality, boom mic, hello, like let everything be natural. Don't like stop the production to give mic somebody up in the doctor's office.
Yeah,
It's
the doctor
weird.
You know
was wearing
what?
the mic.
That was
Yeah.
actually one of my favorite scenes of this episode because when you look at these people on the show and you put them next to a doctor, a respectable man.
Right.
He's a doctor. He's not tan. He's not Wicked Guido. Wicked Guido.
Did you
that's
see
not
how
right.
JWoww was
Boston
dressed
right there.
going to the doctor office?
Yeah, but I'm just saying when you look exactly,
That's
you
what
look
I mean,
at her
yeah,
next to this doctor, and it's funny. And I like that he was being himself. He didn't seem like he was playing to the camera. He just seemed like he was answering her questions like a concerned doctor.
You can have one drink.
He seems
have
so
a-
uninterested in her. Like,
Exactly, and that's what's funny. We love seeing that, how they interact with people in the real world, how it actually affects them. But we don't get enough of that.
Can we be honest though? Do you go to a regular doctor for UTI? I thought you go to your gynecologist, your OBGYN. No?
go to
I have the
anyone.
same for each, so I think that.
Well, yeah, in California it's like that, I guess. But in New York, like all doctors like are
no,
usually
I'm talking
separate.
about the East Coast.
Oh, really? Because I really didn't hear about that until I moved here, which is kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was weird. But I don't know. I feel like it's
You know,
good.
once
Well,
again,
most people don't even need to go to a doctor for a UTI. If you have a doctor already, you could have them call in antibiotics for you or something.
so again,
Yeah.
it was nice.
It's scripted. I don't think she even had a UTI. Let's be real.
No, I think she might have, or she pretended
Well, she
she
says
did.
she's
I don't
had
think
it
that
10
was dick in the soup.
times in the past year.
Yeah, so
She's
like
gotta
she
have
didn't
some
bring it
kind of
up.
medication on call or
Yeah, I'm
something.
sure. Like seriously, if she
So,
gets it all the time. they
Danny the
just use it
T-shirt man
now.
got a lot of love. He was in
I
it a
li-
lot this episode
One of the first things I wrote down was a lot of airtime for Danny the T-shirt guy.
with his faux hawk.
With his
He's the
faux
one
hawk.
to see.
He's the one to see. I mean, is it that we're getting bored with these characters, so we're trying to bring new people in, and that's why the boyfriends, girlfriends, Danny T-shirt guy are getting so much time? Or do we like Danny the T-shirt guy?
No.
I saw that. You know what the closet sadist the original, the sadist from the first episode, Danny the T-shirt man, who was just such a jerk. And then they got the power, and he's so docile, he's so defanged now.
You're
It was
right.
interesting to see the cake go in Deena's face. He never would have done that to Snooki. No way.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You know, you could see he finally, he was the real like T-shirt guy bully was able to briefly come back up.
You know what I have to say though? Speaking of hooking up with one of the guys from the Jersey Shore, I'd like to hook up with Danny.
Look at
Is that
that.
weird?
I love that.
I think he's really cute. He's good looking.
I don't think it's that weird.
Surprise,
I just think he's
surprise.
annoying. He's so annoying.
I mean,
I'm just
in the
stunned.
show, but
I really admire you for saying that. I'm stunned.
like, yeah, who cares? He's cute.
You can
I
find
think
him
he's
very
cute.
easily. I will make the trip
I'm
there.
sure
with you.
he
yeah,
makes
you wanna
himself
come with me?
available.
So
Yes, I want to come with you to the Jersey Shore. We have been planning going
We
to
should do
but-
the
an
Jersey
entire
Shore.
Jersey Shore host trip there.
we wanted
should
to do a
that.
show
You
from the
are
T-shirt
so
shop.
behind the bandwagon right
Oh
now.
my God,
we have been
you
planning
guys.
this for Jersey Shore was our first show
Phil.
we ever did here.
Hey Phil,
I can't
That'd
go
be
because I'm too
amazing.
Yes,
nerdy.
Kevin.
is Camden around?
She's watching a show right now.
All
but
right.
What do you want
We
me to
finally
do?
we have someone who does now brand for us. Tell if
No.
you
Yeah.
get,
Well, here's Cannon.
Cannon, get her-
Cannon, come here.
sit her down.
All right.
No, she doesn't want to talk.
Come here. All right.
Camden, hi.
Here, I'm gonna give you the headset so you
Okay.
can listen.
Okay. What are we listening to?
Okay, here,
Jersey Shore.
I was gonna say something.
hi everyone. This is Camden Bliss. Camden Bliss does talent and brand relations for us here at AfterBuzz, and
Talking to the mic though.
and Camden, we here's what we need. We need a vodka sponsor to sponsor a Jersey Shore after show live from the T-shirt shop on the Jersey Shore.
All right.
So they have to get us flights. They have
Okay.
to get us housing. And
I know. I have a connection to Firefly vodka. Do you guys
Okay.
know Firefly?
I'll
What's
take
Firefly?
it. I've never heard
sweet
of
tea,
it.
sweet
but,
tea vodka.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
my favorite.
Yes, let's
All right.
do
Love
it.
it.
Oh,
you got to
that'd
work
be
your magic. You
delicious.
just call a vodka. I'm saying go. I think a vodka company, but I think something liquor related would work. And tell them that we want to do an after show at the Jersey Shore live from the T-shirt shop.
Live from the T-shirt shop.
And
Great idea.
and yeah, and we'll that was the idea, and then we will live the Jersey Shore lifestyle for those
And
however
Joe will
many
do
days.
security for us, right?
Joe will do security
Yeah,
because
Joe.
you
you
know
got
I
Joe
will
there.
get my ass kicked.
Wait, can we do more than one? I want to
no,
do like
yeah, we would do a couple nights.
T-shirt shop and
Karma.
Karma.
That's what we were talking
Okay,
about.
Karma.
and then the other thing
Right?
is we'll have Ian call the T-shirt shop and Karma and get us there.
That would be so much
All
fun.
right, so Cannon, you got your
Working on
marching
it.
orders? Yeah, marching orders.
Yes.
All right, good girl. All right,
And she's off.
Yeah, Candy. Woo!
nice. Okay, so
Go team.
You have a vodka connection too, though.
I work for marketing companies, but I don't know. It's not the direct brand. Like they work for the brand. I can always find out.
We're
but
gonna figure this out.
I
This
can give
is
her
gonna
the
be year.
information.
we need some. Yeah, we
We
just.
have like 5 months to work this out.
All
I'll
right.
just hit up Diddy.
Yeah, we gotta
and
do this summer.
We'll go from there.
Yeah, Diddy will send
The
us.
Rock, baby.
Okay, so Roger and JWoww, they make up with their fight. You know, again, is this real? Is this just made for television?
I still don't understand how she went from being totally pissed at Roger to taking the blame for everything and apologizing while he yells at her the entire time. I don't understand.
If I
how
may,
that
I'm going to
transition-
interject on this. Simply
Please.
because, you know, you guys are talking about like how, it's a span of 2 days and things like that. I think they're going psycho in this house. You know what I mean? Like a normal person, they have things to do. Like they have cell phones, they have email. Whereas these guys, all you have is, your thoughts. And for these guys, they, it's wearing on them. They can't be in their thoughts for this long. They
They
go
don't
nuts.
have that many thoughts.
It just hit me. You know what?
That
If you were producing this, you guys all produce in your own ways, except Roxy. She just drinks. But
Fair.
but if you guys had 2 or 3 weeks to shoot these guys, it hits me. I'm sure in the mornings they're handed pieces of paper. Don't you think, Phil, from producers with headsets, where it's like, okay, today you're
Call
going to do
sheet.
this call sheet, right? Where you're going to do this.
You know
and
what's
you're gonna,
interesting? Like there was a huge article for the season 4 one, and it was like Sally Ann Salsano on the couch with, I believe, Vinny and the Situation, and they were just playing chess and talking and things like that. So they have these interactions directly with the producers.
It's not like
You
Real
know?
World where they can't say a word to producers or.
But they also can't say
cameramen or
they can't say
anything.
a word to cameraman
Yeah.
in this show.
Oh,
they can't.
I don't know. So anyway, they make up, and we love that because we love Roger, and we love what JWoww's grown to. The house is very messy, you guys. At this point, my God,
it's so
it's a
gross.
pigsty.
You see the sink? Oh my God.
and
Reminds me
clutter
of my bedroom.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
first noticed it in their bedroom when Jenny was getting some stuff out of her drawers, and all the girls were asking her about Roger, and it's just like clothes everywhere,
Jeez.
crap all over the place, and then the kitchen is just like.
For being there for like 3 weeks, it's kind of funny that it's that messy.
So they sit there and
You
they
know?
decide we're gonna make a cake, and then all of a sudden all the cake materials are there, and they
That's
go
when you and I turned to each other and said, "Definite dick in the soup."
dick in the soup.
Why do they have sugar and flour and eggs and vanilla? Really? Really?
They
was
eat it on a
pre-stocked.
regular
And
basis.
frosting and
Yeah.
and icing for the letters. Really?
Yeah.
Come on, they're all on diets in that house.
So they make their cake, and somebody
Especially
the situation.
But here's the thing: I don't think they knew who took the piece of cake.
I think they thought it was a cinch. You know what was
Because you
weird
saw-
to me though? Usually what the show does for us is they will show us and they'll cue us in on who is the person to be blamed. And then we watch the rest of the episode unravel while they blame somebody wrongly or whatever it is.
Right.
This we got the opposite for once, which I really appreciated.
Right.
We didn't see who it was and we were sitting there assuming it's
was
Mike.
Mike.
Situation.
Yeah.
And then we see it's Paulie and we are in with it along with the cast members as opposed to outside perspective.
Yeah, I totally get that,
like
and I
that.
like it too. I like
was
it
different.
better.
That was nice, and I knew at least it was real that they didn't know who took it because
Yeah.
the way Deena
The
reacts
way we reacted to it. Yeah.
when Paulie whispers in her ear, and it was actually a cute moment between them. I'm a Deena fan. I really like Deena. I know you guys don't, but to me,
No,
it's
no,
like
it's not that I don't. and I've
only
never
because
said
she's
that.
still so excited about all this. She's still
Yeah,
like
she has a good energy. That's
she does,
For sure.
and I admire Snooki because Snooki's still trying. She's still throwing out jokes. She's still trying to make this happen. But I don't like how she's trying. It was before she used to just be Snooki.
Right.
But at least half of me admires her for.
You appreciate what
So
she's trying
she's
to do,
trying-
but it's trying too hard.
But it's still trying.
I got you.
Which isn't the same. I don't know. Do we just go to Karma's situation in Paula?
Yeah, why not?
I think Paul's a little cutie pie. She looks like a little mouse, and usually I hate that look, but with her, it's kind of cute. Next to the situation, it's like this little thing, well, this little sexy thing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
next to the big situation, and
It's her birthday.
she, she's giving out the golden ticket left and right. And but the thing that we find out tonight that I was very unaware of was this whole 3 years in the making comment.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
They
3
must
years in the
have-
I
making.
think they've just known
Known
each
each
other.
other.
Yeah,
I
they've
mean,
been hooking
they've
up
been
for a
hooking up
while.
since season one. That's the comment.
But
There's
I don't
no mystery to it.
understand. I don't understand because we saw them meet this season.
No, we didn't. He said that the whole house was talking about how Paula and him always hook up, and they've been hooking up for a while, and he always goes back to
Wait,
her.
wait,
must have missed
Roxy,
that.
did you just miss the
Yeah.
comment? I just said they've been hooking up since season one.
I know you said that, but I thought that we saw them. I don't remember her being.
We saw them meet up at the bar, I think, but they've been hooking up for a while. Yeah.
Okay.
There were
I'll
just
accept
so
that.
many in
I'm
season
sorry.
one.
And I
Yeah,
think
it's hard
that
to keep track.
he
Girls.
is. As I've said, he is so burnt out. I say it every week. He's burnt to a crisp. He has no friends in the house. I totally see him clinging to her at this point. I don't.
But
thi-
she's cute. Like, if you're straight, why
She's
wouldn't
cute.
you? Come on.
Right,
And that's the whole
right.
like,
Totally agree.
thing. That's why we have so many questions.
Hottest
It's
girl
like-
that he's hooked up with on the show for sure.
And she looked super cute tonight on her birthday.
And you know what he
Little
mentions?
outfit.
He mentions, well, I would definitely consider her being a girlfriend, whatever. But how come you're not doing that if it's been 3 years? I'm thinking like if you get along so well and you really like this girl, what's your problem?
Well, if he is in fact straight, it's
Yeah.
that he just wants to keep enjoying a typical male. He wants to keep getting his variety, and
The
then
big
it just
thing
goes
that you
back
just said
to
but he hasn't
Which
been
is-
really
he's
bringing
not.
home that many people, right? Or he is and they're not doing anything, right?
because he's gay, and we know this. I don't understand why it comes up every
Wait,
week.
sorry, what if he's bi? What if he likes both?
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its
Okay,
owners or
fine.
principals.
They might only not reflect all of AfterBuzz TV, but my views also, and your views are the same as JWoww's, Snooki's. We said this in our news and gossip last week.
right.
I mean,
Anyway, well, we'll talk more about him because
said
the next night they go to Jenks, and we get just a little heartbeat of Sammy and Ronnie. Ronnie gets really, really drunk and stumbles. We see a lot of cuddling between Ronnie and Sammy. We actually see them in bed. Did you guys capture that shot?
Mm-hmm.
We see them cuddling on the couch, and then we actually see them in bed together. It's very interesting. And then that's kind of it for them.
Which is funny though, because Ronnie was super wasted at the club, and he was dancing.
Oh, and she
whatever,
loved it,
and she was having a blast. And usually she gets pissed at him when he's drunk. So I thought
maybe
that
because
was
they're not in a relationship anymore now. It's
Yes, they
You
are.
guys,
I'm telling you, they are.
Light bulb. What if the producers set their relationship up in the first place and it was never even what we think it was?
Ooh,
No, I
that's
don't
such a
think-
long
No,
reach.
because the thing is, this guy hooks up with people when he's not filming. Like, I've seen him. Like, he hooks up with a lot of people even when he's dating Sammy.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
called cheating
but
on your girlfriend.
But she lives in Long Island too, or wherever, and she's not stupid. I
Well,
don't think they
and-
were really in a relationship.
And I find it's just interesting you say that, because I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm puzzled that this guy, he's got a really good build, he's super famous, and nothing in Italy, guys, nothing in this place. Vinny's grabbing everything, Paulie's grabbing everything, Sitch is grabbing half of everything. Nothing. It doesn't make sense.
And there are girls out there that are just so naive that they just keep going back to it, even though it's not good. Like, think
Meaning
of
Sammy going back to him.
going back
Oh,
to Ronnie.
no, I buy that, but why isn't Ronnie hooking? Why aren't we seeing Ronnie hook up? Because he's got everything.
easy now.
Every girl's coming at him.
Too easy.
Too easy for him.
He could have what he wants, and he just hook up with her on the side. You know what I mean? Like, she's
I don't know.
she's
I'm-
comfortable for
I don't
him.
know the answer. I just know something is up, that we're not seeing this guy hook up.
Maybe he's gay.
No.
Two for two.
No, I don't think that's
No,
it.
he's not. He's hooked up with girls. But
So Jenks is like, here's the interesting thing about the Jenks night was situation once again kind of antagonizing Snooki, slurring his words. And, Roxy, your thoughts on why he's slurring his words?
I go to college where people are on drugs all the time. And I watch and I understand. He is, and I would bet almost anything on it, he's on painkillers. He's on Oxycontins. He's on Percocets. He's on tranquilizers, cat, horse, whatever it is, K-pens, whatever he's choosing.
Awesome.
He's on downers.
So great.
And he's sitting there with his sunglasses on. Yeah? Yeah. Totally.
Wait. Guest coach, Joe Gear.
wait, we're talking about
what do you
Sitch
think?
or Ron?
I think he's rolling.
He's rolling on what, though?
Definitely rolling on E.
You think E?
Oh.
I
He's
don't-
banged out on the con pens
Yeah, he's and
the
it's
other
not
half of the
confidence.
time. So
I
when
don't.
he's out, he's
I think he's out and on it. Fine, if he's out and on it, but when he's home, he's sitting with his glasses on. He's chilling. He's leaning
Beamed
back.
out.
His personality
He's what,
changes.
Joe?
beamed out.
Beaned out.
Beamed out. They're the beans, and his eyes, his pupils.
Thank you for
Finally, somebody who understands my language over here.
We have the drug
I
dictionary
read.
here.
I just read about it.
You know, I learned
Read
they
a
only
lot.
call them beans in Massachusetts. So, person from home, yeah. So, whatever. His eye, just because I know about this stuff doesn't
He's
mean
like,
that I'm
I
a
just-
freaking user.
I just
okay.
want to wear the.
believe you.
He's like, just wear the boots.
Your
and-
professors teach you about that, right?
All the time. No, I've had a million friends who have gone down this path, and you know what? It's a path straight down, and there's no up.
Yep.
And it's sad, but we saw him at the top, and he's sinking to the bottom. And unless he gets off this right now, he's going down until he's.
I want to share a strange premonition I had last week.
What happened?
Situation ODs one day. What do you think?
Did you ever dream
On
about
this
that?
show.
No, not
Not
on
this
this
season,
show.
yeah.
No. I'm saying down in the future.
Like down the road.
That's how
Oh.
he meets his end.
You don't just keep. I
Not
mean,
like
What do you think?
I could see that. I could definitely see him spiraling out.
He's definitely most likely to OD on this crew,
I would say
but
100%.
I'm wondering if that's not going to be his demise.
Well,
I could see him
listen,
on Celebrity
yeah.
Rehab.
If you're into those types of drugs and you don't stop, you're gonna OD eventually. You will. I mean, it's sad, but there's so many people that have.
Whoa, you think he's going to come back, Phil?
I do.
Wow.
He's coming back.
I don't know. Mike's an insecure person. I don't think he has that strong
Strength.
will, to like be able to get himself out of anything. He's easily molded.
Being addicted to painkillers and trying to come off them. First of all, he would never do it during a season because your side effects are so severe that he wouldn't be able to be filming. So now
I'm not liking where this is going for Sitch.
Now he's already
No, right, Joe? What do you think about the ODing in the future?
Definitely what she's saying, because the withdrawals alone would he'd just be on the
He wouldn't
on the
be able to
floor.
be on-
He'd be useless to the show. Number one, they wouldn't do it.
Wow.
He has to be on them now. Now that he started
and
while
it's
he's filming,
maintenance.
he has no
It's
choice.
not even to get off. Really, it's just maintenance. But I see that happening.
Right, I kinda
Because
feel
the way
it.
they drink, and then he's whatever he's fine.
And then that with drinking.
And you guys
Oh
know,
my
and then the career, it's cooling off, and he doesn't really have a talented DJ or other streams of revenue.
But wouldn't he have had some
plenty
kind of
free
effect
time.
with the mixture of the drugs and the alcohol, whether it's like physical, you could see it in his face, or whether
Well,
it's
alcohol
like
is a depressant as well. So you're taking multiple depressants, and you're seeing him literally deteriorate.
Look at his
And
eyes.
his
though,
personality,
too.
exactly.
Just his, the.
He's not.
And again, he's so alone in that house, and that's what he's calling friends. Come down, come be with me.
Paranoia.
Paranoia,
It's
yeah.
driving
So
crazy
you're
and-
seeing
paranoid.
all the symptoms, Joe. There, right?
Oh, why are you talking about me? Why are you
Seriously.
talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He always says that.
Wow.
And the mood swings. It's the biggest one. I'm going to be Snooki's best
You know
friend.
what?
I'm going to take
I don't
Snooki
want. I mean,
down.
listen. I'm not rooting for this to happen, but geez, really would bring the show back, don't you think? Then we'd be having some fun.
It's all about the drama.
Oh my God.
love
It would
my-
make the show very interesting if he came out on television with a drug problem. That's for sure.
Well, what's his name? The unit did.
That would keep his career going after Jersey Shore. He can go on all the different
Yeah, he could.
Dr. Drew
That's
shows.
probably going to be his next branding. I'm sure everybody else, all the producers already know.
Well, Joe, listen, Joe. Let's get to before we talk about the karma and the outro. But Joey and Deena, Deena actually finds a guy. He's
good-looking guy.
Yeah, Jessica wanted to bang him. No, you wanted to give him a
Wait.
hand release.
The guy that was on tonight.
She just wanted to give him a
that
hand
was in
release.
the
You didn't want to
house?
bang him, right?
The big
Yeah,
shirt.
I'll leave that for Deena.
You
You
want
guys,
to give?
he's
yeah.
been on the show. She keeps hooking up with him.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
that's not the boyfriend of today.
No,
No.
but he's
So-
good. I agree.
And
He's
so
cute.
so I'm saying, like, come on, Joey, what are you doing, buddy? How did you blow this? Like, stay in that game, ride that train.
He doesn't seem like somebody who's like, I want this so bad.
Yeah.
He's like, ooh, fun, my 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to go back to my job.
I think with like, I don't
was
want to
that?
be mean. I can't be mean on him.
No, you can be mean, of course.
Well, I just feel like certain
Hold
people.
on, guys. Not to interrupt you. You guys may remember Adam Sudman. Now, it's not Adam Sudman that I have on the line, but I have Adam. It has apparently hooked us up someone who does casting for the Jersey Shore.
Oh,
so I wanted to
interesting.
interrupt you guys.
And Adam, who
awesome.
spent Valentine's with Gabby, which is perfect.
They
Adam
did-
Sudman.
he did
and Gabby.
not
Now
spend
again,
Valentine's
this
Day with
is
me.
Adam just texting
They're
me this, so I
crazy.
wanted to patch him right through. I did not
swear-
actually.
I swear on my life, you
Gabby.
believe me. Yes.
Hello.
Hey.
Kevin,
Yes, sir.
it's Andrew Lee. How are you?
Andrew Lee, what are you? What a surprise!
I'm so impressed with your show. I got to tell you, your look tonight is unbelievable.
Oh, thank you very much, Andrew Lee. Owner
I'm
of
I'm thinking you should be on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
Andrew,
Kevin.
Andrew, now see, you'll relate to this. Andrew, I want to be on the Jersey Shore so bad. I wish I could go back in time, or I wish it was like Make-A-Wish Foundation where I could like put up like 50 grand and go in that house and just, Andrew, wouldn't it be great to just, you're a hard worker, you're so responsible. How great would it be, Andrew, if we could just go in there and drink
No, but
all
Kevin,
day,
I got to
pick
be
up
honest
girls,
here. You know,
work out,
I've
and
never
tan?
seen you on camera before. Obviously, we've known each other for a while.
Yeah.
I've seen Maria, and I'm starting to question the relationship between you and Maria.
Why,
You should
maybe
be on
I'm gay?
camera, and
Oh.
now looking at you on camera, I'm starting to realize that I think it's more about you.
I'm the one.
That's amazing.
I'm the one. They've been holding me down.
Kevin, you know that's not what Make-A-Wish
You've been
does,
you've been
right?
held back. There's a charisma factor here.
I can't believe you're watching. Andrew, Andrew, by the way, Andrew knows how to party. But Andrew, how great would it be if you could just drink all day, work out, and pick up girls, and have all girls just come on to you? Like, wouldn't that be amazing to be in that
There's
house?
a guy named Hugh Hefner did that for a few years.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
He still does it.
And I got to tell you, the concept of that is not too far off.
It's not.
I'm starting to question the work ethic in America.
Well,
if we introduce drinking around 12:30, we may be a more productive country. Look at Italy; they make fine products.
Yeah, because
I'm with you. I feel that. Drinking around the clock. Working your butt.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Well,
Andrew,
Kevin, I just
Andrew,
want to
no,
say
what-
one thing. I'm hoping that I know this is Jersey Shore,
After
interview
show.
tonight. I'm hoping we can continue this in the Palm Springs spirit tomorrow.
Yes, at a $40,000 layer, bigger than Frank Sinatra's, which we love. Yeah, I'll be down there. But listen, Andrew, real quick, any one of these people from the Jersey Shore, if they came into Jerry Lee, your clothing company, and wanted to do a clothing line, would you work with any of them at this point with their brands?
I would definitely, if there's an angle, I would definitely have an opening door, and I would sit down with any of them, and I would definitely be receptive. Seriously, if there's an angle.
If there's an angle, but they'd have to create that. You wouldn't be the one to do it.
I would create it. I'd be open to it. I mean,
And by the way,
it's got to be credible.
Andrew's very, very choosy. Andrew, can you tell some of the people you've worked with that you've done lines with? Because if you won't, I will.
Gwen Stefani for 9 years.
Right.
Worked with Avril Lavigne. One of my favorite celebrities of all time would be Mickey Mouse since '89. But
Yeah. He's the Disney guy. He's the Disney guy. Andrew, the house that Disney built, right?
The house that Disney built.
Yeah, but that's interesting. You would actually, that's interesting that you'd work with, you'd have a conversation with any of them.
How about Sitch?
I'm a little scared actually where this is getting broadcasted tonight.
Yeah, no, I know.
Your phone's gonna be ringing
It
soon.
probably will be, but that's okay. I'll go with. I'll be there when you meet with them. Andrew, all right.
Good.
Thank you for calling in. I'll see you over the weekend.
A pleasure, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow, Kevin.
All right.
Looking
Thanks
forward
for
to it.
calling.
Bye,
Thanks.
Andrew.
Good luck, guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Andrew's awesome.
Yeah, he seems really cool.
That was great. Not a casting person, Phil, but okay. We'll take him. But at least we got...
Again, that's Adam just texted me. I have a casting guy pick up. So I was like, all
By the
right,
way,
fine.
Adam, works at AfterBuzz, and he seems to think it's funny. That's his versions, like the practical jokes he does to us. Like it's funny to him, but it makes
Not to anyone
No,
else.
it's not terrible. It's not good for broadcasting. Like
Yeah.
But anyway, it's all. Yeah, he just is. 1 year moved from college, but that was good to talk to Andrew because I'm surprised because he's very judicious about who he works with, what stars.
So he runs a clothing line.
Jerry Lee Clothing is one of the bigger clothing lines out there. He's done all the Disney, clothing for years, but he works with a lot of the stars. That's interesting. He said he'd talk to them, but now he's nervous. They probably will call him.
That's funny.
Well, why wouldn't he talk to them?
Because he only works with certain brands. I've seen him kind of avoid people at parties or whatever. Like people always corner him. A lot of stars because everyone wants to make more money off their brand.
Right.
And everyone wants a clothing line. Everyone's like, oh, my jean line, my T-shirt line, right? It's like it's the one thing I suggest not to do. To be honest, because everyone has one. Yeah, they all do. I know all the real worlders. I know all the challenge guys have T-shirts, the T-shirt line.
Crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, well, we go to Karma and we kind of know it's a calm before the storm. And somebody messes with JWoww looks amazing, and I remember saying, "I wish
you were pretty excited.
I thought she
about
looked
that.
amazing, and you guys really like
KWow.
really no what."
Come on, really?
She has a great body, but that was like a total stripper outfit.
Why
It
do
really
we go?
was.
Why do I go drop $1,000 at a strip club?
With like chains. Even Snooki said she had
Yeah.
nothing on.
Can you
Snooki
imagine?
said
I
it.
thought she was just gonna wear that for Roger when he
Right.
came home, and so they could hook up and whatever. I didn't think she was gonna be wearing that out in public.
I'd be
If your girlfriend wore
I'd be
that
self-conscious outside. I would be just because
Oh my God.
it'd be too much attention. But around the house, no, I would 100% want
Unless
that.
it seemed
Well,
like they were
around
going
the
to a
house, for
theme
sure.
party. He was in a referee jersey, and she was in a slave and master uniform. And
But honestly, I do have to give JWoww props because she went out there and she rocked it, and she didn't
owned it.
seem like the least bit
Self-conscious.
self-conscious. She
Well,
was
she's got an
like
incredible
so
body.
confident.
She looks great. She does.
Well,
even girls with good bodies usually would be somewhat self-conscious about wearing an
it
outfit
ends
like
up-
that.
That's awesome that
to the
she's
club.
like that.
It looks. It leads to a fight, and I'm so excited for this fight, and you can tell by the predictions for next week. The fight is a wet firecracker. It doesn't seem like it goes anywhere, but
Really? I thought
I
I saw
don't-
more in the last episode they teased it.
I hope so. I hope we end up seeing
Where
more.
I think
Listen,
I saw someone on
like
the
it.
floor.
we've got to we've got to fly through. Phil, I think we got to skip commercial and do news and gossip.
All right, let's do that.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right. Well, last week we squashed rumors that Snooki's preggers, but one thing she has repeatedly said that she is ready for is marriage, and now she's telling In Touch as soon as Gianni can get his act together she cannot wait for him to pop the question. She says, "I'm not thinking it may happen. I know. I'm just waiting for him to ask. I'm 24. I've had all the fun I'm ever going to have in my life. I found the right guy, and I'm just waiting for him."
Okay, so that's this week's news drop. Every week she drops, it's I need breasts, and I'm a lesbian, and now I want to get married. All right, go to the next one.
Well, in case Jersey Shore ever has a chance of becoming a movie, hopefully not.
Don't say that.
Deena has already cast herself. Deena tells New York Daily News that she thinks, get this, Sandra Bullock should play her because she's bubbly and fun and she's a good time, you know?
Perfect.
Deena says, quote, "I feel like she can play the meatball part well. However, she would have to tweak a few things. First off, she'd need to work on her tan. And secondly, she'd need to learn the infamous Jersey Turnpike." Maybe Gabby could teach her.
Gabby, you will. You know, another few minutes.
I would love to teach
You're gonna
Sandra
teach her.
Bullock.
All right, what's our next thing?
An Italian-American group is responding to, help me with this, Hoboken?
Hoboken, yes.
Hoboken.
You got it, girl.
To their rejection of MTV's reality show, the spinoff for
Snooki and
JWoww.
JWoww show.
They're giving the city's mayor an award. The Italian-American One Voice Coalition presented Mayor Don Zimmer with its Una Voce, sorry, I didn't speak Italian, award for denying the film permits to the show because they feel that it promotes negative stereotypes of Italian Americans. Zimmer says the decision to deny permits was made based on safety and quality of life concerns for residents of Hoboken.
Well, I can see that because it's
I cannot
it's
imagine
crazy.
them in Hoboken.
What's the next one? Yeah, no.
However, in a last-ditch effort to stop filming before next week's start date, a group of residents are planning to present Jersey City's mayor, Jeremiah Healy, with a petition against filming the Jersey Shore spinoff. Jersey City is not a party town. Grove Street is not a party district, says petition creator Rory Nugent. Quote, "We feel that MTV's new show will make a mockery of us, whether it be intentional or not. The petition, which has more than 650 signatures, will be given to Healy before his State of the City speech tonight." Healy has been an advocate for the show, telling the Jersey Journal that he sees the show as an opportunity to show off the assets of the city. Facebook groups are also advocating a protest in front of City Hall, asking Healy to listen to the concerns of the residents. Eric Fleming, a Jersey City resident who started the Facebook group Stop Jersey Shore in Jersey City, has been urging his neighbors to call City Hall to express their disappointment with the decision and is planning to gather a group with signs to get their voices heard.
What concerns? It's harmless fun, you guys.
It's so not true. Oh my God, not in my town.
Yeah, no, it's
Really?
they bring a lot with them.
I don't know.
A lot of baggage. Go ahead.
And last but not least, Vinny is going to be at the NBA All-Star Game as one of their celebrities.
Wow, that's awesome. I saw his video promo for that.
He rallied more than 2.7 million Twitter followers to convince the NBA to add him to the roster. And he'll be joining other celebrities like Neo, Common, Kevin Hart, and many, many more.
You guys check out that video where he hits three after three after three.
He's playing in the Maria played the Celeb All-Star Game. Very nice.
And he was practicing with Ronnie.
Okay, and that is your AfterBuzz TV news and
we
gossip.
have an exclusive.
What's that?
Before we
Yes.
go into special segment.
What?
So you guys, you know how we have the Jersey Shore and it's been working for TV? Well, Oxygen Network is bringing a new show to the air called Brooklyn 11223.
Ooh.
And that's very exclusive because they just posted about it on the 13th of this month. And they literally have no information about it yet online. It's just like one little promo, which I'm going to have you guys watch right now so you could see it.
Look at you.
Poor model, like I'm walking like with my swag on. Oh my God. I'm going to buy her a red nose and a curly wig. Merry Christmas, you clown. That's how we do
A lot of haters out there on this one.
Oh,
you guys
for
go
sure.
online and read the comments off of
My
this
whole family
trailer.
lives in Brooklyn, and they're not.
Yeah,
happy
they're
about
like,
that.
this is not representing Brooklyn.
My jaw hit.
This does not represent Brooklyn at all.
Oh
Do we
my
have the promo picture of the cast?
goodness.
Can you pop that up there too? Just
Gabby, what are you doing?
There's
you
a
just
promo
asked me
picture
for a
on
video.
that website. It's on the same website, Phil. It's easy.
I mean, you know I'm in. I'm going to jump all into this. And
All right, well, why don't we got to get into predictions, though.
But to eclipse the Jersey Shore, they have to go. They have to go like a level lower. They have to go to brutality, so which they clearly have.
Yeah.
All right.
It's easy, next level.
Predictions for next week. Anyone.
Okay,
Wow.
here's what we're seeing on scenes from next week, so we can talk about it like this.
Your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Oh, new soundbite.
Yeah, I hate when he does that. Phil, Joe's here. Can I get my real predictions drop? You guys get rid of that one.
And
I like that one for speed.
Nah, you love that too much.
Predictions.
Okay, so we see that Snooki and Gianni, no sex, some issue. They can't go a night without fighting. Why won't Gianni have sex with Snooki? I don't know.
Dick in the soup.
maybe he's
I don't
Then
know.
we see that Vinny says he's doing something that's possibly questionable with Snooki.
Snooki.
Ooh, them making a comeback. You know,
That's not gonna be what it
heard,
seems.
I've heard from people backstage at certain shows that Johnny's gone to that they're actually a very cute couple. He's very quiet. He's very
Yeah, our
he
WWE friend said that to us.
Dotes over her, whatever. So I don't know.
I don't know. And we also see Rogers fight with the boy that's stalking Jenny.
Yeah, in the club.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll have fun. I think we'll drink more. So that's good. What do you guys now? As we go out of here, you know, I was thinking about
Who?
the guy from season 1 who punched Snooki in the face. Where do you think he's
He
at
went
right
to
now?
jail. Where
Wait,
did he go after
he
that?
did go to jail?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did, and he that night too.
Can we
They
find
arrested
out?
him.
I know he got arrested, but did he like? I think he did.
Yeah,
He get off?
We can find out about that.
Yeah. Can we find out what happened? He was a teacher.
We should ask Legal Lady.
Yeah.
Let's ask Mari Fagel, the legal
You know what I
lady.
think? I think you guys should drink.
Yes, you guys. Here we go.
Chicken, yeah. Oh shoot, we didn't get chasers.
No. Come on, just one chaser. You're not gonna crack 4 big
there they
spikes for
are.
everybody. Come on.
Well, me and Jess need chasers. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep, the nerds.
Thanks.
Not
Love
me
you
and Roxy.
guys.
We love you guys too.
Love you guys.
All right. So,
This is for AfterBuzz fans and Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Woo!
Come back,
Cheers, baby.
Come back, listen,
Next
come
week we
back
got
and see us
tequila.
next week. And you know what? Let's get down to the shore. Salud.
Salud.
Mazel tov.
From producers Keven Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later, bitches!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.